Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, and welcome back to Seven Nights Snake. We'll be taking a look at the awakened Yeonhee. Finally, she's been awakened. This update is massive. This is the update where I actually stared at the screen for hours waiting for it to actually happen. So this is going to be epic. First of all, I actually recorded this a little while ago because I was actually confused on how exactly the item system worked. I awakened Yeonhee and everything, but I just don't understand how the item system worked because I was going to take her into the arena, but all of my items on all of my heroes have been removed. So I had to reset everything and figure out what did what again. So I still don't even have all of them set up, but I'm going to get those set up as soon as I can. Probably just equip random stuff because this new item update is pretty crazy. But okay, we're going to go into what Yeonhee looks like, and we're going to talk about her skills and everything. And this time it's going to be dead on accurate, my fellow gamers, because I actually have a Facebook page I like to go to that gives me all of the update information in English. So that is fantastic. So all of these will be awesome. So all of these reviews will be in English and accurate. Sweet. So okay, let's take a look at what her passive does. I kind of remember what it did a little bit, but a good revamp is not a problem. Her passive has been changed to a great deal. So this is going to be a very, very interesting review, my fellow gamers. Not only has her passive changed, but her awakening skill has a new, unique effect to it that I really like. So I can't wait to get to that. But for now, let's take a look at her passive. What this does is she has a 100% dodge chance for 6 turns. This only applies to herself. She amplifies allies' magic attack by 80% and applies Hand of the Dreams on basic attacks. That's pretty much just sleep, I'm guessing. Applies critical on all attacks and she is permanently immune to debuffs, to all of them. But this only applies to herself, though. It would be OP if it was everybody. But just the fact that she can permanently be immune to debuffs for the entire game, and I don't even think this can be removed either. It's kind of the same effect as Aline increasing everybody's strength. That's kind of what this is. It's something that's just there and it can't be removed. So this is powerful, like very powerful. All right, cool. So her passive is ridiculous. It's not in a bad way. I'm talking about ridiculously powerful. Now, remember what I told you guys about her changing the meta in my last video I recently released earlier today? She is going to be another problem in the meta, actually. If this is what she is, if this is the kind of hero she's going to be, what I'm thinking, she is just going to be another big problem. She's going to be another one of those Sylvesters we'll have to deal with in the arena. There's going to be Yeonhee win conditions if she's this kind of hero. But alright, let's take a look at her first active. Now this is just another simple upgrade right here, and I'm pretty sure her second active has a simple upgrade too from what I remember. But what this does is she deals 110% magic damage to 3 enemies with the highest attack 4 times and penetrates. So yeah, that's kind of just a simple upgrade. Simple skill, hits hard if you build her right. Not bad. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much just a simple upgrade, but it's still extremely powerful, especially if you build her the same way you build every win condition team. So yeah, she is definitely headed in that direction already, just by the looks of these abilities. But alright, let's take a look at her second active. But yeah, this does seem to be a simple upgrade. There are a few things that have been added to it that do seem pretty interesting, though. What this does is she deals 120% magic damage to all enemies twice. Additionally, has a chance to inflict sleep for 2 turns on a target. And she also shuffles the enemy's formation. That is going to be useful for this meta. That is going to be very, very useful for this meta. And once she reaches level 46, this is enhanced to deal 130% magic damage. So that's pretty great. But yeah, the shuffling formation is really gonna help this meta. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm glad I awakened her. You guys know what this means, right? There's probably just gonna be some ridiculous builds, meta builds, by the way, with Yeonhee now. Now, since she does have that formation swapping thing, she probably is going to see a lot of play because there are some serious formation-based meta builds right now that are really affecting things. But alright, let's take a look at what her awakening skill does. What this does is she deals 200% magic damage to 2 enemies 3 times. And she inflicts the nightmare effect to the enemies for 2 turns. Applies sudden attack effect and additionally resets her awakening skill gauge. Her skill gauge does charge a lot slower, so kind of like Sylvester's, she can use it as often as she wants in the game for as long as the game lasts. And at level 50, this also reduces the target's buffed rotation by 5 turns. Now what this nightmare effect does is pretty interesting. So say someone already has the sleep effect on them, this is when the nightmare effect will take effect. I said effect way too many times there for comfort. But what this nightmare debuff does is if they are attacked once, unlike the sleep effect, they will not wake up. They have to be attacked twice for them to wake up. And as you guys know, when the enemy is asleep, their defense is lowered, so they take a little bit more damage. But here's an interesting thing about this ability. If they are not attacked twice within 2 turns, with the nightmare effect applied, they will die. I mean, there's a high chance they're going to be attacked again, but it's within 2 turns, so there's also a decent chance that they won't be attacked, so they'll die. There's a decent chance you might just kill somebody outright with this effect, but the nightmare effect only applies to people who are already asleep. So, it's a little weird, but I still kind of like it. I still kind of like it a lot, and the fact that she can reuse this over and over again. So okay, this is what makes this interesting. If the enemies do not have sleep on them, this just puts them to sleep. So it still has a debuff applied to it. But if they're already asleep, that's when this ability takes play, and that's when it starts really doing damage to the enemy team. So you have this constant flow of putting people to sleep on the enemy team. So it's actually not bad if you think about it. This actually works out pretty well with where the arena is right now. I'll be honest with you guys though, I am not going to drag her into the arena right now. It's too crazy. When she's maxed out, when I'm pretty sure most of you guys already have her maxed out, she will be devastating. I am very sure of it. But yeah, I like this awakening skill. I really do. And the passive is a little strange, but I'm pretty sure the community is going to figure out a way to make it just as devastating as the potential holds it up to be. As you can see, it's epic. It is just fantastic. I love this awakening skill, and the animation just looks flawless. I love it. Now, as for her other animations, nothing has really changed, but just to prove me correct, I'm going. Uh-oh, there's gonna be more maintenance. Is that what that message is? No, I'm gonna finish this video. No, I'm finishing this video before that maintenance hits again, because I am not waiting another 8 hours. Nope, that's not happening. No, we're gonna talk about Yeonhee right now, my fellow gamers. So yeah, as you can see, nothing has changed with those animations. However, there is a new skin. We'll talk about that later. And the best part about that is you can keep using it in the fight. So it's kind of just like a regular ability for her. So yeah, it's awesome! Now, I think this is the only thing that kind of changed was her critical attack animations. It kind of changed anyway, not really. But yeah, her voice acting has changed. Everything is gorgeous. I absolutely love her character. I love all that extraterrestrial and space nonsense. I love it so much. It's awesome. So Yeonhee is obviously going to be one of my favorite characters. But I was going to tell you guys that they did give a new skin for Yeonhee that has new animations for her. This should be interesting. Now, here's this new skin. Bad news though, costs money. But on a bright side, I think I could see what the animations look like. Huh? What? Oh. You know, this is the first skin from the developers that actually has different animations. Like a MOBA game or something. That's weird. So I'm guessing this is an Alice in Wonderland themed skin. Now the twins also have their own Alice in Wonderland themed skin. It doesn't have different animations though. Be that as it may, you can just buy it with gems and not money. But I don't think I'm going to be getting any of these skins because they're not exactly my style. I'm more of a Nox kind of guy, if you guys know what I mean. I kind of like things that are a little more deep and a little more edgy kind of. It's just not my kind of style, but I might get it anyway just because I love the devs and I want to give them my money. They're just great people. They've been so nice to me. They've been giving me pretty much everything on this game for free, and actually buying something from them isn't bad. It's quite alright, actually. Now, I was meaning to take Yeonhee in the arena, but I don't think I'm going to do that because this game has been seriously updated. I mean, everything has been changed. I might make a whole nother video talking about this update because I'm still trying to figure out what exactly all of this is. Everything has been greatly changed concerning the items. All of my items on all of my heroes have been completely removed. So I have to figure out what everything is again, and that's going to take a minute. So I have to break out the translator, and I kind of wanted this video to be out as soon as possible because Yeonhee was released just like probably like a half hour ago as I was recording this video. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be something I'm going to talk about right now concerning all the weapons because this is just going to be taking much too long for me to talk about. But on the bright side, I can tell you guys this one thing that I have found out about just by looking at the items and seeing what everything is. Each hero list has their own item set. What I mean by that is, say you have a maxed out awakened item for a Dark Knight. You can equip that same item to the other Dark Knights twice if you want to. So that's pretty awesome. That same weapon. That same applies to defensive items. Not rings, though. It does not apply to rings. That would be way overpowered. You could have the greatest Death CC team in the entire game if you had something like that. But yeah, it only applies to the items like weapons and armor. And I believe it applies to gems as well. But as far as rings are concerned, absolutely not. Now, a lot of this I'm still not entirely 100% with because I just don't know everything about this. This is a completely new mechanic. I have to take a look at the notes. I didn't notice anything in the update notes about this, so I'll have to go back and check. So yeah, this is definitely something completely new. I'll probably talk about it in another video and go through probably an arena run with Yeonhee as my probably my win condition. She's probably not going to do all that great, but I'm going to still try her out in the gold rank I'm at right now. There's not a whole bunch of level 50 max teams, but there is one every once in a while, and I should be able to kill them pretty quickly if I have the right item set. But I am noticing something really quick. I want to point this out. If you guys did have plus 10 awakened items before and they were removed, I noticed that I can't re-equip mine. I have some other plus 10 awakened items that I was actually given, and a few I actually worked for myself that I just can't equip them. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm trying my best to figure all of this out. So if you have any questions, trust me, I don't know all that much about this update. I'm going to see if I can answer your question as best as I can, though, because as you watch this video, I'm probably figuring out more and more about this. I'm playing with it as much as I possibly can to figure things out. But alright, my fellow gamers, that is all the time I have left for this video. We are probably going to be playing in the arena with the Awakened Yeonhee, probably sometime today, maybe tomorrow, it depends. But yeah, that is all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. Remember to leave a like, comment, and please do subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did enjoy it. But until next time, my fellow gamers, take it easy for me, and please do have a blessed day. Bye.